You know, I still get chills thinking about that day in the lobby of the Summit Lux Hotel right here in downtown Chicago. It was one of those moments where everything just explodes in slow motion, you know? This guy, Harold Thompson, the manager who's been running the place like his personal kingdom for years, stands there behind the desk with his arms folded tight, staring down this young black woman who's just walked in looking casual, no frills, just jeans and a hoodie, and he belts out loud enough for the whole room to hear. This isn't the spot for folks like you. Get out before I call security. And she, Jasmine Lee, doesn't even blink, just stands there calm as a summer lake. But what Harold doesn't know is that in about 10 minutes flat, she's going to turn the tables so hard he'll be out on the street, fired along with his whole smug crew, right there in the lobby he thought he owned. It all started innocent enough. Or at least that's how these things always seem to kick off. Jasmine pushes through those big glass doors, sneakers squeaking just a bit on the polished tile. No entourage, no flashy bag. Just her carrying this quiet confidence that's been forged from too many doors slammed in her face before. She's got a reservation for the top-floor penthouse, the kind of suite that screams luxury. But Harold, this 50-something guy with a perpetual scowl and a tie that's always a little too tight, clocks her right away, sizes her up like she's some kind of threat. Flanked by his clerks, Megan Riley, this sharp-tongued 32-year-old with her hair pulled back so severe it looks painful, and Derek Singh, 28, all cocky posture and narrowed eyes. They don't even bother with a hello. Jasmine steps up, voice steady. I've got a booking under Lee, penthouse suite. And Harold squints like she's speaking another language, mutters something about that being our elite level. Sure you didn't mix up hotels? She slides over her ID and that sleek black credit card. No fuss, but Harold picks it up like it's contaminated, flips it over, and goes, "This seems off, looks fake to me." Megan jumps in quick, hits the intercom button without missing a beat, her voice echoing through the lobby. Security to front desk, possible unauthorized access to premium suite, fraud alert. And Jasmine? She doesn't raise her voice, doesn't flinch, just says low and even, "I'm here for my room, not drama." But Derek scoffs, leaning in like he's got the upper hand. We get this all the time, people flashing stolen cards, thinking we'll roll over. Across the room, this couple from New York. Let's call them Emma Clark and her buddy Ryan, paddle theory travel vloggers. Phone's already out, Emma whispering, "This is messed up, I'm recording." And Ryan starts live streaming, narrating soft at first, live from Summit Lux in Chicago, watching staff harass a guest for no reason. Then there's Maria Gonzalez, the concierge off to the side, young, 25, eyes wide. She catches Jasmine's gaze. Something clicks, like she knows this isn't right. But Harold shoots her a glare that shuts her down fast. Jasmine pulls out her phone, taps a quick message to her assistant, Lena Brooks, who's just a few blocks away in the corporate office. "It's going down," she says quiet into the line, and Lena's like, "On it, systems primed." Harold's still holding her card, twirling it like a toy, says louder now, drawing eyes from the guests sipping coffee in the lounge. "We've dealt with scams like this before. Flash a fancy card. Vanish when we verify." He nods to Derek, "Secure it." And Derek grins, struts over to this little safe behind the desk, makes a show of locking the card inside, slams it shut with a clang, turns back to Jasmine. "That's ours now till the bank says otherwise. You're done here." Emma gasps, her phone catching it all. They just confiscated her card. That's straight up theft. And Ryan steps closer. "Not cool, man. That's against any policy I've ever heard." Jasmine stays rooted, voice cool as ice. "You're gonna wish you hadn't done that." And I swear, you could feel the air thicken like everyone's holding their breath, waiting for the storm. Flashback to when Jasmine was 22, fresh out of college, rolling into a Little and Down in Dallas after a brutal road trip in sweats. Tired, reservation confirmed. But the clerk eyes her, says, "You sure this is your kind of place? Systems glitching, come back later." She ended up crashing in her car that night, fuming, sketching out ideas that would one day build her into the powerhouse behind Summit Hospitality, turning pain into empire. Now here she is, in a lobby she literally owns, facing the same garbage from Harold, who leans forward, smirking, "Your booking's canceled. Don't do deceit here. You're holding up actual guests." Jasmine glances around at the crowd forming, some whispering, some uncomfortable. "You mean the ones filming this right now?" Maria finally edges forward. I checked the system earlier, her reservation's legit. Penthouse under Lee, but Harold snaps. One more peep, and you're out too. Jasmine dials Lena again, louder this time. Log everything, timestamps on the videos. And Lena confirms, got it, ready to roll. Ryan points at the safe. That's a VIP card, it says Lee right on it. But Harold waves him off. Fakes are easy, people like her think they can fool us. Jasmine cuts in sharp. Finish that thought, go on. But he clams up as the lobby murmurs grow. Phones everywhere now. Guests shifting uneasy. Derek's voice booms over the speakers again. All dramatic. This card's company property, now no release till verified. And Megan, feeling bold, steps out, grabs Jasmine's arm, yanks toward the door. Time to go. You're warned. Gasps ripple through the room. Emma yells. She touched her. Posting this now, her Reddit clip blasting out with the caption, Live discrimination at Summit Lux. Ryan's stream hits hundreds of views, chat exploding with outrage. Maria jumps between them. You can't lay hands on a guest, her booking's valid. Megan hisses, stay out or lose your job. But Maria stands firm. I won't cover for this. Harold loses it, lowers his voice, but not low enough. She's scamming a stipes like her, always game the system. And a few guests over here. One older lady mutters, unbelievable. Another guy nods to Ryan. Catch that on cam? Jasmine, phone to ear. Lena, escalate, document every word. Lena's crisp. Done, Carla on deck? Jasmine pauses. One more minute. Derek shouts across the desk. Fraud. Go back where you came from. And the lobby erupts in whispers. Maria now side by side with Jasmine. I've seen this too many times here. Solo women, especially of color, get treated like suspects every damn time. Another memory hits Jasmine like a wave. 17. In a hotel lobby in Miami, waiting for her aunt, dressed nice but alone, clerk approaches. Guests only. Kid out. Escorted to the curb like trash. That shame burned deep. Didn't break her though. Sharpened her. Made her vow to flip the script one day. Harold barks at Derek. Get security now. But Derek hesitates, seeing the crowd turn. Guests start stepping. Opone blocks Megan's path with his suitcase. Another stands by Maria. Ryan narrates. The guests are shielding her now. This is wild. Jasmine eyes Derek. Return my card or you're blacklisted from Summit for life. Megan snorts. You don't run Summit. But Maria chimes. She does. Harold laughs it off. Protocol. Nothing personal. But it's crumbling. Emma pans her phone. Look at her poisish, letting them bury themselves. Then Derek, Mike still hot, mutters. Wait, she owns this joint, doesn't she? It echoes. Lobby freezes. Emma asks breathless. Do you? Maria nods. Yeah. Jasmine Lee, founder and CEO. Gasps everywhere. A guy whispers. Her hotel, holy crap. Megan pales, turns to Harold. You said she was bluffing. Jasmine steps up to the desk, voice level but lethal. You wanted me gone, called me a thief, humiliated me in my own space. Lena's voice on speaker. Jasmine, Carla's ready, patch through? Jasmine nods, taps, and Carla's sharp tone fills the air. Aisha, wait. Jasmine, all set. Your call. Terminate. Harold Thompson, Megan Riley, Derek Singh immediate. Freeze access. Log for audit. Silence. Then their badges buzz. Red locked out live. Guests clap slow, purposeful. Harold stammers. This is nuts, you can't, but Jasmine cuts. I just did. Megan cracks. It was Harold drilled us on protecting the image, said flag anyone who doesn't fit. Harold denies. Lies, but guests pile. Unknown says, you ignored my overcharge last year. Another, dismissed my accessibility complaint. The videos go viral. Emma's post blowing up, Reddit threads raging. Harold lunges. Delete that. But guests block him. One says calm. Too late. Pallets everywhere. Jasmine gestures to Maria. Unlock the safe. Get my card. Maria does. Hands it back with a nod that says respect. Applause builds. Jasmine addresses the room. This ain't just my fight, it's for every guest profiled, every voice silenced that stops today. She promotes Maria on the spot. Your guest services director now for speaking truth. Harold slumps. Why hide who you are? You trapped us. Jasmine shakes her head. I gave you chances to treat me right, you chose wrong. Carla confirms over the line. Terminations processed, full response rolling. Jasmine orders audits, suspends ops temporarily, redirects guests with CompScrowd nods approval. Some volunteer to help, turning chaos to community. But it didn't end there. Digging deeper, Jasmine uncovers Harold wasn't rogue. Old regional boss Victor Hayes had quietly pushed profile matching years back, burying complaints to keep the facade shiny. She launches a chain-wide review, 62 properties audited, trainings revamped, equity panels installed, no more blind eyes. 3 months on, Summit Lux's transform Maria running it smooth, plaque by the desk reading. Every guest belongs, no exceptions. Jasmine's letters to witnesses? Personal. You stood up, that changed everything. Yet here's the thing that still nags at me: is Jasmine's undercover test fair play? Or did it cross into entrapment? You know, setting folks up to fail without warning? On one hand, it exposed real rot, saved the company from itself. But on the other, those fired, were they just products of a broken system? Or villains through and through? Makes you wonder about justice in these corporate showdowns, right? If you've been profiled or seen it happen, drop your story in the comments. What would you have done in Jasmine's shoes? Or Harold's? Hit like if this fired you up, subscribe for more real talk tales, and share if you think change like this needs to spread. Let's chat about it. Your take could spark the next big shift.